Students, today we are going to learn organization structure. Organization structure, meaning, types of organization structure, and the charts, and also merits and demerits of respective types of organization structure. Now we are going to know what do you mean by organization structure. In simple language, organization structure is the outcome of the organizing process. That means organization structure is the framework within which managerial and operating tasks are performed. That means it specifies the relationship between people, work, and resources of the organization. So, organization structure is an indispensable means, and the wrong structure will seriously impair business performance and even destroy it. Now, we are going to study what are the types of organization structure. So, there are two types of organization structure. First one, functional structure. Second one, divisional structure. Functional structure and divisional structure. Dear students, friends, the second one, that is divisional structure of an organization. This question may come as a practical question in section E for 5 marks. So, division structure is the practical question in this chapter, right? This you need to understand and remember the chart of this divisional structure that we are going to be taking. So, now we are going to know what do you mean by functional structure. What is functional structure? So, functional structure is nothing but grouping of jobs of similar nature under functional and organizing these major functions as separate departments create a functional structure. So, what is the main criteria or what is the base for creation of this functional structure of an organization? The base for creation of this functional structure of an organization is what? The types of activities which are performed by the organization, like purchase functions, so purchase department, production functions, right? Marketing functions, finance functions, right? HRD functions. These are what? These are the criteria for creation of a functional structure of an organization. So divisional structure we will study in our next class. But the functional structure chart is there that we have to study, and what are the merits and demerits of functional structure that we are going to be and that we are going to be study in this online class. So as I already told you, functional structure meaning, so here is the meaning. What is that? Grouping of jobs of similar nature under functional and organizing these major functions as a separate departments. As a separate departments means what? Purchase, production, marketing, finance, HRD. These are what? The different departments, right? Now, what is the chart of this functional structure? So, functional structure chart I will explain with the help of this chart. Of course, this includes both charts, that is divisional chart is also there and functional chart is also there. Now I will clarify. In this chart, What is the functional chart? What it includes? So functional chart or functional structure includes this. What is that? Managing director. Under the managing director, next comes what? The departmental heads. What are the departmental heads? Like human resource department, HRD manager, marketing department, marketing manager, research and development head, then purchase head, that is purchase department manager, even if we extended the finance manager, like that. So this is what about functional structure. One more time, functional structure includes this chart. What is that? Managing director, come downwards, that includes now respective departmental heads, human resource, marketing, research and development, and purchasing. This is what functional structure. If we included divisional structure, then what it includes? Divisional structure includes what? Managing director. Under the managing director, these products comes, that those are cosmetics products, garments products, that is garments products, footwear products, skin products, and these products are headed by concerned department. Here one example given, garment products, garments products. Under these, under this, these are the departments have been made, that is human resource, marketing, research and development, and purchase. So this is what about divisional structure of an organization, right? So now we are going to know what are the advantages and disadvantages of functional structure of an organization. So first advantage of functional structure, that is it promotes control and coordination within a department because of similarity in the tasks being performed. So there is a control and coordination among the various departments of an organization, because if there is no purchase activities, then there will be the delay in production activities, right? If there is a delay in production activities, then there will be the delay in marketing activities, right? If there is a delay in marketing activities, then there will be the delay in finance activities. So that is what these departments are interrelated, right? And there is a coordination among these departments. Then second advantage, it helps in increasing managerial and operational efficiency, and this results in increased profit. Yes, when there is a departments have been made, and these departments are headed by concern manager, who are the expert in the concern period in the concern department. So the organization going to get the experience and the administrative skills of such manager, and day-to-day activities are going to be improving, and all these are result in what? Increasing production, and that increasing production leads to what? Increase in sales. When there is increase in sales, obviously there will be the increase in profit. Next one, it leads to minimize or minimal duplication of effort, which results in economies. So when there is a specialization is there, like purchase, production, marketing, finance, then we are going to, or means the organization is going to curb duplication of work. That means purchase work are not done by the marketing and vice versa. So the concerned department is the concerned department has the responsibility of concerned department to complete the task with minimum resources. So when the organization is utilizing the resources optimistically, then we can expect there is what, there is economies. Economies means what, the resources are utilized by the concerned departments in a judicial manner, so we can minimize the wastage. That is, then it ensures that different functions get due attention. That means, what are the different functions? Finance function, finance manager attention on the finance matter. Then production department, production manager, his attention on production of activities, like that. Now, having said that, there are advantages, at the same time there are some drawbacks of this functional structure of an organization. What are these? So functional structure places less emphasis on overall enterprise objectives than the objectives pursued by a functional head. That means, in this functional structure of an organization, the concentration only on concerned departments, right? But concentration is not given overall activities of that organization. That's what about this point. So next, it may lead to problem in coordination, as information has to be exchanged across functionally differentiated departments. So we may consider it may be lack of coordination among the various departments. It may happen sometimes. So as I told you, if there is a good coordination between purchase and production, it's well and fine. If these two have maintained good cooperation, then marketing activities are going very smoothly. So if there is any one of these not performing in accordance with the expectation of the management, then automatically the entire system is going to be disturbed or destroyed. That is, then it may lead to inflexibility. So why it is inflexibility? Because of what, we have made a separate departments, and we have hand over the responsibility to the concerned people, and they are going to look after only those departments, and they are not supposed to enter, they are not supposed to take any participation in other departments. So these are what about disadvantages of functional structure. So in our next class, we are going to study about divisional structure. As I already told you, this divisional structure of an organization is a practical question, and which is going to be appear in each section for 5 marks. So in the next class, we are going to learn meaning of divisional structure, chart, of course I told you, and merits, demerits, right? That is what. And where we can apply this functional structure of an organization, this is the question comes, right? So functional structure of an organization is suitable or applicable where it is when the size of organization is large, right? When the size of organization is large, and when it has diversified activities, and also operations require a high degree of specialization, where we can utilize or apply this functional structure of an organization. This is what about functional structure of an organization. And in our next class, means incoming online class, we are going to learn divisional structure, diagram, merits, demerits, and suitability of divisional structure of an organization. Thank you.